Right, daily spin. Please be nice. Please. Pretty please. Pretty please. And stop. $2. Ugh. I'll take them. No, I'm not paying. Okay, so welcome to F1 Manager Mobile. I think this is one of the first ever mobile games that I've covered on the channel. I have done a couple of sponsors and stuff, but if we have a look, there are 7 adverts I need to watch in order to grab a free crate, which I'll do in a moment. And if we open these up, I've been playing this for about a week now. Right, 2400, 10 for that, 5 assets for that one. I never really get anything good out of these crates. Let me start a Series 2 unlocking. And then we'll open up these crates. I want to check the new assets in the store. Okay, and then open up my second free crate. One card. I need one more for Latifi. Come on. No, I'm not interested. Right, let's have a look. I can't afford any of them, but I like looking through. I mean, the pit time for that's terrible. That's like one thing. You've got to try and focus on your pit time to be as low as it can be. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'll quickly go through these 7 ads, sort all that stuff out, and then we will be back. Okay, so this is our crate for watching all the adverts. Let's open it up. I'm not expecting too much. 8 assets for my gearbox. Oh, that's not too bad. And 1 asset for Lando Norris. So, if we go into basically my inventory, I'm using Alexander Albon at level 1. I actually used, I think he cost $160 from the store. He's a Series 6. And then if we take a look at Lando Norris, he's level 2. Got 2 out of 10 assets to level him up again. And you can see their stats underneath their cards. I've got other drivers and they're ready to upgrade. But if we have a look at Stroll, what I've been trying to go for is pretty much overtaking, defending and consistency. Because fuel management doesn't matter too much. There's obviously, like, you need to manage your fuel and your tyres as well. And then there's wet weather ability, which he's obviously a lot better at. But at the moment, I'm trying to steer clear of the wet races because I'm trying to strategize each of the series. And it's kind of tough doing it because if we jump in, if we look at the leaderboards quickly, as long as I'm top 30, I get promoted. I'm currently 7th. But there's a race I like doing, Series 4. It's 60,000 coin entry. So I'm not going to do that because if I lose it, I've got 9 grand left. And it can take a long time to build your coins up. If not, I would have to refer to the store and I would have to spend bucks to get coins. 40,000 is $30. And then if you have a look here, $40 would cost £1. So obviously as a mobile game, it's heavy on microtransactions. I'm trying to steer clear. I have spent a couple of pounds on this, but I don't want to go spending too much. But what we're going to do is jump into a race. If you guys enjoy this sort of stuff, you want to see more mobile games, you have any suggestions, let me know down in the comments. Let's try and go for, I don't want to push it too much, but let's say we'll go for 50 likes on this video. 50 likes for mobile gaming. I will be doing more in the future, regardless of hitting the like goal, but obviously it'd be appreciated, it helps me out. So in the next 56 minutes, the Australian Grand Prix will be opening. I'm not bothered about that. I've done my spin, which is that white thing on the right-hand side. But if we go into Jules, and we have a look, Series 4, 60,000 entry. But this game, basically, both parties put the money in, and then winner takes all. So put 60,000 in, you lose everything. You win, you take 120,000. And if we scroll along to the last one, Series 12, the Golden Grand Slam, you can see, like, you can kind of see that the winnings, I'm pretty sure that's $1 billion or 1.2 billion or something like that. It's crazy money when you get that far in. But what we're going to do is Series 3 is wet racing. So I'm going to skip that. And I know the money's not a lot. It's only Series 2. But we're going to jump into this, do a couple of races. And I kind of want to show you my strategy that I use to win races, because I've gone through several and it can be tough, especially if you don't know what you're doing. I don't like using boosts early on. I would like to save my boosts because you can watch adverts and obtain 3 boosts for free every day. But I'm trying to save them for the higher series when I feel I'm going to need them, because a lot more money is going to be on the line. So if we jump into this, 4,000 entry. Okay, we have our opponent. They've lost the race. I think they might have lost the race and then won one of them to get themselves back up with their points. We're going to go through qualifying now. Qualifying I absolutely hate. Worst part of this game for me personally. Because even though I've got 2 fantastic drivers, they just look at the qualifying. I've come out in front. Albon starting in 8th. That's really good. This player's Gasly is starting in 22nd. 8 laps. What I'm going to do, because it's going to be sunny throughout the entire race, is I'm actually going to put... Albon, you can start with softs. I'll put Norris on hard tyres. The reason I'm doing that, if I have them both on softs and I push them both early on, because there's different types of aggression, then what's going to happen is they'll both be pitting at the same time. The driver at the back is going to have to wait. So if we're ready up for this race, what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep Norris on... I'm going to put him on green, so he's not using up... Like, he's trying to conserve fuel and tyres. Albon's going to go straight aggressive off the bat. And you can see that you can look... There's a couple of different camera types in this game. It's pretty cool. But the way I play it is looking at the map. So there Norris is saying, I've got spare fuel, I can drive faster. No, you're going to ignore that. Because we want to keep Norris around mid-grid. Would be nice. It doesn't matter if he drops down a few positions, because we want to get Albon through these first 2 laps really aggressively, and then slow him down about mid sort of race, and then speed up at the end. You don't always want to stay orange, you don't always want to be red, you'll run out of fuel, you won't actually be able to finish the race. You can fully disqualify your driver if you run out of fuel and stuff, and you don't want to go too easy, you don't want to lose too many positions. So what we're going to do is we're going to slow Albon down. He's in 5th at the minute. We're going to change up to... We'll go up to some hard tyres. Norris is just going to keep chilling. And then I'm going to tell Albon to just slow it down a little bit, save some of your fuel. You're heading into the pits in a minute. You can lose a position or 2, that's fine. Norris is going to be pushing this first set of tyres as much as he possibly can. So Albon's in the pits. Comes back out. We've still got the lead. If you look top left, still says I'm leading. What I try and do, because there's several different strategies you can obviously do. You can do 4 laps on hards, then 2 and 2 with softs. And you can just sit there passively for the first half. Second half, you can go all out. But I've tried mixing it up because 4-2-2 doesn't always work. I'm trying to currently do 3-2-3. So 3 on hards, which will actually get Norris to go in for the pit now. So Norris is going to switch up to softs for 2 laps, which will be laps 4 and 5. And I'm going to... Albon's alright there in 7th. I'm going to put Norris on the aggressive to push back up those positions. Currently dropped to 19th. I'm trying the 3-2-3. So 3 on hards, 2 on softs, 3 on hards. With the driver that starts on hard tyres. Because it's very tough to manage all of this. And you just have to try your best. Like sometimes, look at Norris now, still in 19th, been pushing for almost an entire lap. Managed to make it up to 18th, manages to get into 17th, which is quite lucky. Push to 16th, there we go. Overtake a few, you can chill. Save a bit of that fuel. They both got just under 6 laps worth of fuel. Currently in 8th and 12th. Albon is... That's the one thing you don't want to see, which happens to me almost every single race. We're going to pit. We're going to go on to hard for the final 3 laps. I'm going to push you aggressive to get into them pits and get straight back out. Albon's going to be alright to go around another lap. Okay, it's going to take about 8-9 seconds in these pits. Just because of that repair. My components always break down. 7 seconds. Okay, that was pretty quick. Right, Albon, go aggressive to jump in. And we're going to put you on softs. Actually, no. If you stay, like, conserve all your fuel and your tyres for a moment. Get into the pits, and then you can just push it for the final 2 laps. Actually, no. We'll be alright to go hard. I've just noticed he's got 5 laps of fuel left. Norris is out of the pits for the rest of the race now. Okay, it doesn't look like Albon's lost too many positions. Coming out of the pits in 9th place. Can absolutely scream to the end. Don't need to slow down for anything. But Norris, on the other hand, is going to have to calm down a little bit because of that fuel. It uses like double fuel. I don't want to risk running out. The drivers will tell me if they don't if they feel they don't have enough fuel to finish the race. But as long as like Norris is 2 in front of their Gasly, so as long as Norris can keep that gap there, Albon can try and push and just manages to get back into 7th there. And this is a guaranteed win. Right, and what we're going to do now, Norris manages to get top 10. This is one of my better finishes, if I'm completely honest. But we're just going the aggressive for the rest of the race. We don't need to worry too much about the fuel. Albon's going to be fine. Norris might have to slow down a little bit towards the end. And that's going to be that race complete. We've got the win, got a decent amount of points. Every 100 points, you get a race crate or a victory crate. I think it's a race crate. And it gives you some decent stuff in there. You need to be careful of your tyres on this, because once your tyres go to 0%, the compounds, they're completely messed up. I got 34 points in that race. That is one of my better races. But once your tyres go to 0%, you start slowing down. So you need to make sure that they've always got some spare juice, like they're still ready, like raring to go sort of thing. I come 4th overall. See, well, obviously I'm not going to push up the ranks in my league because I didn't get too much money. I did, however, get a gold crate for Series 2. I'm still sat at 7th. We've actually got a race crate now. These are the better crates. They take a long time because obviously you need 100 points to open them. 14,000, that's going to be perfect. $10, that's even better. I've never had a boost out of any crate. I mean, I'll take it. I'm supposed to get 10% division perk bonus. 38. Last one. 5 assets for Lando Norris. See, you need to just keep racing. I can't store any more crates. And I'm not going to watch adverts to speed this one up. So 2 hours, 42 minutes to open up this crate. I'm not even going to get anything good. It's just going to be bonus stuff. But 100 points to that race crate. Just keep racing. Even if you've got to, even if you're doing, where is it? Series 1. Even if you do the very beginning, you're only getting 2,000, but you're not losing a lot of money. And the race crate is not based on series, it's based on points earned in races. So what we're going to do is, for this video, we'll do one more race. And race anyway, even though the slots are full. For the crates, find our opponent. Okay, so overall they've actually managed to gain 1 more point than me. But I've currently got 3 more than them. Okay, so we're back in Italy. I'm pretty sure Italy was where the first race was held. One of my drivers is steaming ahead. Oh, wow. 5th? 8th? What is wrong with my drivers? I've been complaining recently. I'm going to go for the same strategy again. But I've been complaining to Lewis and Pete when I talk to them about this game. And I say that my drivers cannot qualify, but they are absolutely steaming. Albon got P5 in qualifying. We're going to go for a very, it's not a solid strategy. You don't do the same thing every race. Obviously, breakdowns and stuff are going to change the pace and everything. We're going to go back into the overhead view. No, Norris, you can stay at that speed. Albon is in 2nd. That's Lewis Hamilton up front, 100%. I'm not sure if that is. I don't know team car colours and stuff. There is not... That is the first time ever I've seen one of my drivers in pole position. First time ever. Wow. It's not going to stay like that. We're going to pit over to some hards. We'll slow down a little bit. We don't need to be too aggressive. We've got the lead for a moment. I've never seen one of my drivers do that. Albon, what are you doing? I'm loving it. Look at that. Right, we're going to slow you down a little bit. You don't need to be too aggressive. They've come into pit as well. They're into pit. I'm coming out of the pits in first. I've got hards on. No. Don't speed up. You might lose a position or two, but you're fine. Just make sure that your defending's up to scratch. Hold on to that position. Norris is up to 7th. I can't remember where Norris qualified. I think it might have been 8th. So holding the positions, that's perfect. 2nd and 3rd are right on me. Okay, so Norris, you've pushed up to 6th. Next, you can switch over to soft, so you can go aggressive for 2 laps. I think Albon might be able to hold it off. Possibly for another 2 laps. I'm back in... Oh, wow. Back in first. Right, Norris is going in for the pits now. Okay, I'm not sure we'll be able to hold out. Right, Norris, go on the aggressive. Try and push up another couple of positions for a minute. Albon should be able to make another lap. If Albon does make a lap, then it's... What is there? There's 3 laps left now. Right, we need to keep this up. Look at the gap between first. They're dropping into the pits as well. But Albon, come out. My tyres are almost worn. Yeah, you can switch back to... You can go for another set of softs. So, chill for a minute. Albon's currently in 4th. Right, they can both push because it's the final 2 laps. Hopefully Norris can get up to 9th or at least keep 10th. And we might be able to see Albon push for 3rd. Okay, Albon smashed getting into 3rd. No pit, from 1st. We're going to get 2nd. It's the final lap. We can just go all out. We should have enough fuel. Wow. I got close to lapping this other player. Are you mad? There was a breakdown, but it doesn't matter. It's final lap. As long as you can keep it going. The tyres are slowly wearing out. Wow. Albon's just bagged 23 points. Norris come up to 7th. Can we push for 6? Norris has got 6. Go Norris! What a race! What a race! That's 42 points. How many points does this other person get? It can't be many. It was 19th and 20th. I've never ever had a race that good. And I've been playing this for about a week. 2nd and 6. Wow. I actually won. Are you I missed their points. Wow. Look at that race crate. 42 points off our first race. Our first one after getting the previous crate. I can't believe that. 2nd and 6th. I've never had my drivers perform that well. We're up to 91,000 coins. I'm baffled. I'm shocked. I've been complaining because my drivers haven't been performing too well. They completely turned it around. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the video there. We did a couple of races. I showed you my drivers. Did I show you the components on my cars? If not, they are there on the screen to see. That's what I'm currently using because I'm trying to work on the pit times. I need to also work on reliability, but trying to get the assets to upgrade these and getting the money because they are expensive. If we try and find something, if I click upgrade, 32 grand to upgrade that just to level 2. It's very expensive. I did 2 upgrades on something and spent over 80,000 coins. It's insane amounts of money, but obviously they do it to try and get microtransactions for people to buy into it, but I'm not going to do that. I've got 36 bucks, 91,000 coins. I'm fine for the time being. But we are going to leave the video there. Let me know your thoughts and stuff in the comments, and if you've got any tips of your own to help out, it would all be greatly appreciated. But I will see you in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed it.